Okay. Let's do that immediately.
I'm gonna switch computer for 1 second because
Yeah,
my
okay.
phone is getting somehow really hot.
Okay, we'll wait. Hi, Yolanda. You don't just as I explained. I hope what we did is we went the last hour to the old timeline, the timeline which I will call the timeline of suffering. For the rest, you you imagine what you want to imagine.
Okay, sounds good.
And now we're switching, as Lucia proposed and initiated, we are going to a new timeline. And for Eric, and it's just symbolically, we are switching to the 2012 new timeline. We're switching to the timeline of Christ consciousness, which was initiated symbolically 2000 years ago. And we are switching to Sophia, whatever that means for everyone. And whenever Lucia is ready and back online.
You have to let me in.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay.
I'm just babbling here.
Okay.
Okay, Yolanda, you will be on in a few minutes, I think, but connect with Sophia and the new timeline already. And whenever in a minute or two we are ready, we are taking the plane up into the sky.
I'm in the wrong. Oh, I did our link. Huh?
Do I send the link?
I did. I'm in the Metatron morning show. That's our link, I think. I don't know what happened here.
Okay. Do I send the link? I will send the link.
Yeah, please do, because I'm in
no
my
problem.
mind is a bit mushy with
No
all
problem.
Zoom things.
Where are you here? Voila, sent to your WhatsApp.
Okay, perfect. Okay, then close this one. Sorry about these.
Recording in progress.
Okay, Soma has the same problem. Wait. Because she's, yeah, okay. I will send the link to her also. Voila. Yeah, I'm talking just to get. Voila, Soma is there too. See, a big reset of timelines. Okay. Hi, Soma. You're back on. Okay, there we go. You're okay, Lucia? You hear something? No?
Can you hear me, Eric?
Yes, I hear you.
Oh, great. Can you see me?
No. And
Can you
should I?
Absolutely.
Okay, Lucia, you're
I'm here.
Okay, good.
I'm there.
Okay, there we go. Okay, as said, I repeat what Lucia said and everyone said.
Can I just add very quickly? I don't know how to mute myself.
That's why
Yeah.
I muted you, so I'm going to mute you. Bye. Sorry, joke. Okay. There we go. So as a small repeat, step into that meeting again where every energy is there. Those energies are exchanging, and you now, or already 2000 years ago, or already 10,000 years ago, you switch from timeline. And notice, you switched already timeline. How strange that might be.
Okay, there was something interesting happening when we were in the session before.
Okay.
There was this pink and diamond energy merging with the energy, and I thought, do I need to say it now? But they told me no. But now it feels like this energy wants to be acknowledged.
Okay, no, we're listening.
The true essence that is there, but you can choose to deny. Would like to take a more prominent role. This is an energy that does not need to hide or to be defended. But likes to weave, to merge. Can you all feel this dance with the light? Lifting your frequency. Allow this energy, if you like, to become part of your basic frequency. Anahu. Anahi. No, no, nai. Anahi. No. No. Anai. No. Nai. Nai. No. 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 Ishayana Shiotrayatana Chichatayana Koachi Sai Inayuchu Anitayakaya. We thank you. We
Thank you.
thank you. We thank you.
Okay, Yolanda, whatever comes.
It came a little early, so I began to write, if that's okay. Um, forgive me if I don't know what I wrote, but this is what you've been asking, what your souls have cried out for when your soul sang its grief and fear to the heavens and pled for relief. It is not that we would allow suffering or would wait until your pain is at its peak. It is that your pain and shadows have sought the light so that they may integrate into a harmonious prism of crystal light. You struggle with belief because of the constant barrage of perceived suffering in your consciousness. Your souls reached the point in time where they remembered from their depths that fear and suffering are not the payment that must be made to live in existence. Love is the price, the debt, the currency. Your souls, having reached an understanding of the nexus point, were ready for the next level.
Thank you, Yolanda. Later on, I don't know, in 10 minutes or 15 minutes, the new Mayan calendar wants to talk. Okay. Janet,
Okay.
Gaia, I think.
Love is definitely the price and the currency. Love can weigh heavy when the price is high. When the interest rate is high, the love weighs the heaviest. allow the currency to equal bringing the energies together allows an equal currency. There is no interest rate. There is no poverty. There is no sadness when the interest rate is 0 and the currency is equal together. When the currency is unified, then love can spread with ease, with innocence, with translucency, no hidden agendas, nothing hidden, all to see the translucency, equality, harmony, connectedness, equality. Love shines. Love has no limits. Love can spread with all equality and unity. Nothing binding. Connect all energies. Connect all your energies. Navigate. Navigate to the light. Polaris, the constant northern light, to freedom, equality. Keeping the keeper of the love and the light and the constant, bringing everyone together, navigating through all heaviness, sadness, navigating through it all to Polaris, the constant north, the star of freedom, the star of prosperity, prosperity of love, where all are prosperous, equal. Raise our consciousness beyond Polaris. Navigate the stars. Navigate the galaxies. We are individual, yet we are one with the currency of love and equality for all, bringing in love, sending out love. Connect. Raise your vibration. Raise the frequency. Like a triangle. Strong. Connected. All points equal. All sides equal. Strong. Unity. Love. All different. All our differences create different strengths that combine to create creativity of one beautiful, loving, universal energy. All humanity has the power to lower the interest rate of love.
Okay, thank you, Janet. Just a quickie to Jenny to acknowledge that when we're talking about the Nordic and the Polaris thing, that we are in the Nordic region and the Nordic Pleiadian. Do you want to add something? You don't have to, just acknowledging. Okay. Okay.
Can I just maybe ask?
Yeah.
It's maybe only a feeling. Because I remember last year that we worked with another group on the distortions that were projected onto Polaris.
Okay.
And what I feel, see, whatever, is that where we okay, I get what it's getting. We as human beings, we have to expand our idea of what it means to be human. We have to look beyond our physical perceptions and limitations to understand the bigger flows out of unity are throughout the universe. And we are
He's
No,
back.
He's back.
No, it's back.
No problem. That means a big reset. We've done a big reset, so continue.
Okay. The energies that are flowing and communicating with you, they flow through all the circles of the experiences, opening ourselves to the idea that we are part of that bigger spiral is also allowing unity to be, expanding our perspective of what we think we are at any time. It might be an interesting journey to travel, to dance. There are many energies wanted to connect, to express. Polaris is there has been many resets, and we can connect to a clearer energy. Am I right, Janet?
Yes,
You want to share
it's
what
all
you
right.
saw?
It just is all, when you say am I right? It is all right. It is all right, and it is
Oh,
all right.
okay. I heard when you said all right, I heard it's all light.
Uh, it is. It is
It is
all right and all right,
all light.
and it is all light with chills.
Yeah.
It is simple. It is so simple. It is all right and all light. So simple. Bring it to the basics. Simple. Light is all. Right is all. Reverse it. Right is all. All unity. All connectedness. All together. All individuals as one, unified, all together. Polaris guiding our energies. Connecting and making it all right, all light.
Thank you. I just after the reset, I felt literally changing timeline. So I hope Yolanda can talk about the new timeline, whatever that I think that means.
Um, that one's a little, this Mayan shift is a little shaky for me. So just letting you know, my hands were shaking, my arms are shaking, and so this is a new feeling that I'm embracing. So I'm still a little, off balance. So just letting you know, thank you. Um, I keep seeing lightning striking, and it is as if lightning struck the timeline. And so it's it's where the split has happened. Lightning being greater knowledge and the powers of creation and understanding, but it's also electricity, of course. And so there's this understanding that as this shift is happening, um, that we be gentle because there will be a feeling of it's like an electric charge that's happening to us. So there, oh, so the electric charge is also helping with many of us have been up leveling our DNA. And so that electric charge is also helping with that. I'm seeing, almost like electricity going into our DNA and into our helix. And so that's why there's so much shakiness. And many of us were already on that path. Many of us have already begun to expand our DNA. And this was basically an electric charge, along with everything else that's happening. It's what's happening to us also on a cellular level. So there's very much a focus, which is really interesting because I asked to see what that timeline looks like. And instead, I just saw bodies and I saw all of us being our DNA almost awakening, um, particularly the junk DNA. And so it's just this understanding that there will be shakiness and there'll be a shaking up around us of everything that's happening, but to stay steady in the light. The light illuminates, the light heals, but we must stay steady within the light as it begins to illuminate. So there will be even more shakeups, but we have a steadiness in us now that allows us to stand firm and strong and connected, even while that's happening around us. So that's what I'm getting for now.
Thank you.
Can I add something to that?
Yes.
Sorry, I'm not now. Sorry, I'm today. It's like coming through. So what you call the junk DNA, there are many aspects of us that weren't acknowledged. These aspects, they want to come online. That's what also before I said with the spiral.
Yes.
There needs to be space, created space for that. But there is this what I also feel, and I'm not sure if we still have to connect now as group. There's a part where we have still kind of a fear for the unknown, and we need to release that in light. When we connect to the light and we allow, it's easier to allow the unknown. So it's important that we do that consciously all the time, because there we really literally have no idea which direction we go mentally. But we need to be in our heart to allow that without any knowing where we're going and how does that feel. That feeling of the oh no, it feels a bit like, might feel a bit scary, but allow that. I mean, share it. It's important that we also are here as a group supporting each other, because that's also a part of the unity. Doing it together, that's the unity. Acknowledging the different journeys, creating space for all the different energies to be in the space of all. Okay. And I see Denise, and I didn't want to
No,
interrupt,
it's okay.
but and this energy wanted also to, like, they're kind of.
Thank you. So Denise.
I just wanted to mention that out of the outside corners of both my right and left eye for a few weeks, I've been seeing lightning bolts. So I just wanted to mention.
All the time, or sometimes?
Sometimes, especially when I'm on a coastal, so especially when I'm at the water, when I go to the water, it increases, but it has, I would say it's a few times a day. Some days it's more, some days it's less, but it's at least every day, which is just interesting. It's something new. And I know it's not, you can Google it and it'll say, oh,
no, but there's something, because the water really wants to communicate with you. Can you even create rituals in the morning, in the evening, but also during the day? Try to communicate that water really wants to communicate through you. Yeah. It's pretty cool.
Okay. Anyone who wants to speak? I think we have 5 or 10 minutes for free talk.
What color were the lightning bolts? Both Yolanda and Denise, what color did you see?
Mine mine are white. Mine are, you know, traditional, I should say.
Yeah, mine, the ones that I was seeing were a golden. They were a golden interspersed with almost an electric blue. So there was that. And Lucia, I also wanted to um, go off of what you had said about, you know, just allowing things to come through, because yes, that is one of the points. Thank you for making that point. I wasn't clear about that because I was still trying to resist. And so when you resist, the shakiness, of course, lifts up. So there's this understanding that this is an opportunity for us to release our resistance and to practice releasing our resistance. It's said very lovingly, without judgment.
Exactly.
It's just a practice of releasing our resistance. And I was the number one example
We all
of
are.
having resistance.
We all have these moments where we resist. And it's weird, even though you know mentally you shouldn't, there is somewhere a point where it is. And this is what I mean by doing this together, sharing this together, you can remember that the resistance is not necessary. Resistance is futile.
Exactly.
Yeah. I don't know who I do know who is talking, but it's also about that humor to see, because what we also do often when this energy come, we create a tension, and then the energy can get in less. We need to really just enjoy the ride.
That's how I
Then,
see it.
yeah.
It's like riding a roller coaster. You get in line, you know it's going to be exciting, but the fear is just like this. But you know, the moment you get down, the excitement is this big, and you're going to enjoy the ride. So there's always that point before you go down, before everything. So
it's sorry, but this is the perception of fear. I feel that's kind of a biggie, but I think I don't know why. Maybe I just drop it with Eric. There is this. I think I don't know it for now, or we might come back to that. But the perception of fear it's quite a big field of energy, and I think it needs to have a different perspective in our system, because we don't that's it, we don't, when there's fear coming, we try to ignore it most of the time, or we try to conquer it, but most of the time it's a different communication, and we need to understand that different communication. It was not that complex, it was pretty simple actually.
Okay,
it's a choice. Interesting.
okay. A few more before we end.
I wanted to ask if everybody how it's the whitish pink diamond energy, did it land? Is it how did everybody experience this? Because it's a really important energy. I noticed in our different perspective of being feminine, I wanted to say, but that it's not feminine, but it's the energy that is a healing, allowing energy, and it will change our perspective of self. So I was curious how it was received.
For me, it was the perfect timing, because last week there were so many updates and shifts and resets. So I was very tired. And for me, it was the healing and the allowing and the compassion energy that was needed, because I was pushing through. I was like, okay, this is going to happen. And just move on. But this is me it was for me allowing to rest in it and accept it and just give it time to make an imprint, if that resonates.
I know now why I had to ask this. Because as women, as human in general, we have the feeling that we always have to stand strong and to hold on to it. But we need to create space where we just can just be and relax and allow. And this thing of every time like that's part of the survival instinct that we have to be that and
The pink for me felt soft and harmonious, and the white felt like it was just holding that space. So for us to relax in. And when you talk about unity and that melding that happens, I think that pink light is what helps us through that resistance. That's how I saw it.
it's also allowing that unknown energies to come into that. That's why it's also so important, because we're going to a new form of being human, woman, man, where this energy is going to be a part of it. And that's why it's so important to allow that energy in.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I'm happy.
I see, when I see the heart chakra, when I'm healing the heart chakra, I see green, jade green, but I also interchangeably, beside the green, I see the pink. I see the soft pink. The colors don't meld. They live beside each other in harmony and balance. They cohabitate in the heart, individual and together. I see the translucent pink and the deep jade green of the heart. Hanging out together. I just see we're just hanging out, and just that's what it is, and we're just grooving together and partying together, and it's just what we do.
It's so cool because what I found, and I never realized last week. I saw this thing that the higher heart is this pink energy.
Yes. Yes.
So it's the that are is both. I never. It's so weird because this energy has been there I think all my life, and I never thought of it as my higher heart. Just so interesting. And with Eric, we've been working on the watermelon energy, we called it.
Oh.
It's that simple. Again, it's that merging of. And oh yeah, this morning was really beautiful because I realized that the dragon, it was the jade dragon, the Kuan Yin dragon, and I thought like, why didn't I see that before? Anyway, all stuff, but we have all. It's not just because I tell it for me, but I wanted to shake it up with everybody to look different at these energies and try to recognize them within your field, because they are all there. And I'm looking forward on how they are all gonna be expressed.
Okay, thank you. To finish And as a joke, as an aside, we will push the Mayan calendar oracle for their prediction for the electricity of the month of June. Just to know, Yolanda, from now on, you are the Mayan calendar oracle.
Okay.
Are you talking to me? You say?
I'm like, me?
Yeah.
I did want to say one thing before we have to go. I was getting this strongly for Denise. Denise, if you can put your feet in the water, if you can do your hands, that's fine as well. Sometimes that's all we have, like a sink full of water. But if you can get your feet into the sink, I mean, into the water, um, as you were speaking, so normally, we'll see the auras, right? If we see the aura of someone, we'll see it expanding depending on how they're speaking and all that. The way that your aura was expanding, I tapped in for a little while because I found it very intriguing. And what I was receiving is when you stand in the water, you are not only helping to stay grounded so that you stay within your physical form and are aware of your physical form, but simultaneously, you're also a conduit for higher knowledge. So what ends up happening is because, we know this, the water has memory. Um, it connects to you. You become the open conduit. And one of the things that you might find yourself happening is there are parts of the oversoul that are merging with all of us. So I saw it almost as if the higher self was going up and down like a messenger and pulling parts of our oversoul back into us, which connects to our expanding DNA and all of that. But you're in the unique position to actually be able to observe that as that happens. And so I don't know if you like to write or record voice memos, but you have this invitation to actually receive it in real time and to see it as it's happening, and that will help with your work and with what you do, and also give you really great messages for maybe how you can help the rest of the collective understand that.
Okay. And I try and go at least 3 times a week, and I go swimming. And you know what I mean? In my head I go all, I go all in. I don't care about the hair, I don't care about the makeup. I go, you know what I mean? I care about the water and I go all in. So yeah. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Yolanda.
Okay. And then, Yolanda, you go to 444 because that's an upgrade for your Mayan calendar connection. Okay. Okay.
Well, that's interesting. So that the 444 put me in a canoe.
Okay. Do you know the image of the canoe?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, it's doesn't look like a canoe in the way that we think of a canoe. It's more
Exactly.
flat.
Yeah, I will send it the famous canoe image of the Mayans. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yes, and even within the canoe, it's again the lightning strikes. So I'm seeing the lightning strikes illuminating the path forward. So it's telling us to follow the lightning strikes, to follow those moments and to not shy away from them, because in the beginning they will feel like shocks to our system as we become more acclimated to them. And don't worry about anything else that may be in the water. Don't worry about the things that we think no, don't worry about what we are told is lurking in the water. Those are distractions.
Okay. So again, so the connection with the canoe is the goal, not your talking, Okay. To explain for one, I will send it to, I don't know if I can find it. The canoe is a Mayan image, very famous, where every deity of the Mayans are in the canoe. And that means the canoe means, in my perspective now, we got it. Every deity says, I will do this, I will do that, I will do that. And Yolanda talking, we're in the canoe, means we're on the path. Okay. Okay, that's it. Anyone else? No? So thank you. So Jenny, again, you're good in collecting the energy again.
Okay.
Sorry, can I just ask Eric?
Yes.
When you asked that, what we were talking about that also before. What do you mean with you are good in collecting that energy? I feel that there's something.
So Yolanda is from Puerto Rico. Where are you from?
I'm from Central America, from El Salvador.
El Salvador. So she has deep connection with the Mayans or whatever they're called. And now someone upstairs is connecting her with the Mayan calendar. And what I get is she will be the living new Mayan calendar. That's all I can add to that.
But that's not what I asked, but it's interesting information. I thought about Jenny because the thing what she's collecting, what you said.
I don't know. She does that every time. I don't have any words for that. It means
does Jenny also? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, no, but these are the Nordic. These are the Nordic that are collecting the energy and putting it together and giving it manifestation, so to speak.
Okay, I think Jenny needed to hear that.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so too. Because the thing I was always doing was like thanking every spirit, every guide, every master that was helping us through this session and is guiding us through everything in our life. So that's the thing I thought was closing up. So
it's a confirmation. That's why I ask.
Okay. But is that what you wanted, Eric? Is that what you wanted?
To whom are you talking now?